yo soy la señora Best, yo soy tu profesora de español, y este video es para ayudarles. Now don't freak out. My name is Senora Best. I will be your Spanish teacher for the year, and I just wanted to give you a little view of our course. Your Spanish course is a little bit different than some of your other courses, so I wanted to show you just kind of how it works so that you understand. Now give me just a second here. Alright, so what you're seeing is kind of your home page. Once you enter into the course, this is what you'll see. Now, I'm in Spanish 1, but my Spanish 2 and my Spanish 3 courses are all the same. So this is pretty normal. This is what all of your other classes look like. But there's a couple of differences. If you look up at the top up here, you'll see that you've got course admin, you've got doc sharing, Dropbox, and tech support. Normally your gradebook is up there. Our gradebook is not up there because we have a gradebook within the course. On your left-hand side here, you'll see the syllabus, the calendar, the teacher contact information, the course help, academic integrity, and then grading information. Now, you won't see Class Connect, course feedback, and course survey because you're students, but since I'm a teacher, they show up for mine. So, if you want to click on the syllabus, this is the syllabus that I sent you all by K-mail, and it gives you all the information you need, so if you ever need to refer back to it, this is the place to go. The calendar is right here, which will tell you all the work that's due every week. Teacher contact information, just in case you forgot where it was, forgot what it said on that front page, it's right here as well. Course help, which is really, really useful and tells you all sorts of stuff about how to send a K-mail, how to navigate your course, daily tasks for high school students, expectations, stuff like that. So this is a great resource. Academic integrity, which will teach you a little bit about, what it means to what the guidelines are for online school, and then we've got grading information, which just tells you kind of the rubric for how our course works. So that's kind of the informational stuff. Now, normally in a regular class, you would click on Spanish 1, and then all of your lessons would show up on the left-hand side. Well, our course is a little bit different. Instead of showing up on the left-hand side, it's going to show up here in the middle. You'll see it says Spanish 1. Please click here to log into Spanish 1. So you click on that. And then it generally takes you to our calendar page. Now, I have set this up so that all the work that you're supposed to do on any given day shows up on that lesson. The only exception to that would be on Friday. So if you look at the course calendar, you'll know that you're not supposed to do Unit 1 conclusion, Spanish in your life, your journal, your writing test, or any of these things until your catch-up week. So even though it says to do this on Friday, Lesson 5 is not due until this week. So be sure you're paying attention to the calendar to do that. So, for example, on Monday, you'll come in and you're going to do Lesson 1. So you start at the beginning, you click on Welcome to Spanish 1, and this is actually just a picture, so it's kind of silly. But just in case you ever wanted to know what it was going to look like, this is what it looks like. Now it's kind of cut off because my screen's smaller, but this is what it looks like. So this is just a picture. There's nothing really to it, and then you click on Next, and that will take you to the next screen. Wait for it. There you go. And that's how you maneuver through the course. This is a video, so you'll watch the video, and then once the video is done, you'll click Next. And once you get to the end, it will take you back to, once you get to the end of everything you're supposed to do in that day, so when you're done with synthesis, listening, and reading, it will take you back to this screen, and that means you're done for the day. Now, my suggestion to you is if you get through all your work for the day and you kind of feel like, ooh, I'm not quite sure if someone were to ask me any questions about this, I'd be able to answer them. My suggestion would be to go back through. Especially in this first day, I would start at Unit 1 objectives and go through these activities at least twice, just to make sure that you have it down. So that's kind of how we function in the course. Now, there's a little button up here that says Messages. Do not send me any sort of message through this. I do not check them because this is not part of the K-12 system. So don't try and do that. This is a profile. You can create a little avatar. I've created one over here. I don't do anything with the avatars, but sometimes it's kind of fun. I think some of it costs money, so that's why I don't mess with it. Now, in order to look at your grades, you're going to click on this little apple right here and see when you hover over it, it says Grades. And you're going to click on that. And then when you click on that, this shows all of the things. Now, looks like some of you have already logged in. For you, it's just going to be your grades, but for everybody else, it's not going to be, okay? So that's how our course works. Pretty simple. Again, you want to really pay attention to this course calendar and make sure that you're doing the things on the course calendar in the order that they're given. So we will skip on week 1, we just do lessons 1 through 4. We won't do lesson 5. On week 2, we'll just do lessons 6 through 9. We don't do lesson 10. And then week 3, you have the entire week just to do those 2 lessons, which are the 2 tests. So that gives you the entire week to study for it, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to meeting you next week during our first Class Connect. Adios!